In this video, I'm at Humber Bay to do a simple search and recovery dive.
Basic search pattern. You should find the belts. No problem.
At least that's what I thought.
I've never felt more cold than this.
What was supposed to be a short New Year's vlog, starting with the 2023 countdown and ending after a successful search and recovery dive on January the 1st, got stretched into a 36-day challenge that nearly drove me crazy. As far as this video goes, I think it's over. And I'm afraid if you're expecting a happy ending, it's not that kind of massage parlor. One search and recovery mission has turned into a personal vendetta against trying to find that damn weight belt. So it's going to be me and these two crazy characters who I've roped into coming on this dive with me. Okay, Jack.
Here we go. 1 second. Whoa! Stay there, I'm coming for you. Where are you going?
Dude, go back out of the water.
Go back! How do you feel?
I can't feel my legs to stand up anymore.
How come?
I don't know.
I didn't catch that, by the way, when you went in.
You had one job.
Raj didn't film me do that dip. Did you seriously not film it? Okay, can you refilm this dip because I'm going to do it one more time and I'm not doing it again.
Once more! Once more!
Barely got 4.5 hours sleep last night, and now we're going to go and do the search and recovery component of our DiveMaster training. Okay, so the basic premise of the search and recovery dive is that there's 3 high-vis yellow weight belts for each of the DMTs. The 3 weight belts were put out into the water somewhere between this surface buoy and the end of the peninsula. Easy, right?
Basic search pattern. You should find the belts. No problem.
But of course there was a problem. See, we got out to the buoy and then took a bearing of 30 degrees to the end of the peninsula. We descended and then did a U-shaped search pattern until we found the first weight belt. We then continued searching until we found the second, and then we continued until we literally ran out of air. At that point, we had to call the dive off. Now, we could have continued on the second tank, but we were so incredibly cold by that point, there was no way we were getting back in the water that day.
Every single time I dive and I feel cold, I think I've never felt more cold than this. Well, this time I feel like I've never felt more cold than this. We dove until we had 500 psi left, and we only found 2 of the belts. There's 1 more belt out there somewhere. And as long as one of the 3 of us find it, then technically all 3 of us passed.
It's really disappointing though. We were so close to finding that last belt. I'm sure we were. Let's see if we can find anyone interested in going tomorrow. And then maybe, just maybe, we can still locate the belt. Don't want to start off the new year with a failure, you know? It's just that 1 more to go. We can get it. Kind of back for day 2 of the search and recovery component of the course. So I'm taking extra precautions today because, unlike yesterday, I'm going to be diving with the annoying mittens on. I hate the mittens, but I don't want to get too cold to call the dive off, so I'm going to do what I have to do in order to find this damn weight belt, and that means wearing mittens. That means I'm going to have to wear damn mittens. Hate mittens. Doug and Natasha are going to go and recover the lost weight belt.
Doug and Natasha!
The day 2 game plan was going to be slightly different. At Humber Bay, there's lots of ropes and lines out there. And then there are branches off of the ropes and lines that lead between all of the various points of interest. So, Michal told us that he put the last of the weight belts on one of the branches from the main line out at the very end near the end of the peninsula. I asked for a challenge, he delivered, I guess. So the plan for day 2 was to go out, find these 2 branches and search around them because he said it was within about a meter or so it should be pretty easy and straightforward to find them. Now, you might be questioning, that's not exactly on a 30-degree bearing. Well, apparently he took a 20-degree heading when he came out from the buoy, which, if you look at the position of the last 2 belts, kind of makes sense. It's kind of in keeping with their positions as well. Now, I'm more than happy to admit that right here, the visibility looked incredible. Problem is though, as you descend into the water deeper, the visibility got a little bit murky. So much so that I couldn't even see Mareesha right next to me in the water. I mean, the visibility the day we did the search was pretty bad, but this was way worse. So we found the main line and followed that out until we found the branches. And we searched thoroughly around both of these branches to try and find the weight belt. But the visibility was so poor, we could have passed within a meter of it and not seen it. One plus of this dive though, as we were swimming back, I spotted a pike of all things in the lake. There's very rarely any wildlife out here, so this was amazing to see.
There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow.
And it's still out there somewhere. And I really want to find it. It's just... it's frustrating is what it is. What was meant to be a 1-day video became a 2-day video. What became a 2-day video is going to become a 3-day video. What became a 3-day video is going to become a 4-day video. Yes, this will now be the 3rd attempt as well. If I don't find it this time, I'm probably going to go back, but if I don't find it, this is going to be so anticlimactic. You know what? I've got a good feeling about today. We're going to find it. I hope. Oh, this isn't looking good. I'm trying to do some aerial reconnaissance right now, and it's murky looking. That is not clear water.
Horrendous. This is probably the most visibility you've ever seen.
And she was not wrong. Soon after we descended, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Been 9 days since the weight belt went missing. We just went out to check the dive conditions and it's a no-go for today again. I mean, we could get in the water, we could get freezing cold, but the visibility would be so low, it's not really worth us trying to look for it again. Flew the drone over just to check and make sure, and it's just as silty and just as dusty as it's ever been, so very disappointed. I actually went back several times and flew the drone over just to see if I could see the silt dispersing or hopefully that the visibility cleared up so that we could plan the next dive accordingly. Needless to say, it didn't. The weight belt has now been missing for 11 days. I enlisted Kai's help to come and help me find it again. But, oh boy. This was shortly after a huge storm, so the hope was that all of the cool, clearer water from deeper in the Lake Ontario would have been pushed up. This is called an upwelling. Ideally, this would have made the visibility better so that we'd be able to find them. Would you believe it if I said it's been 24 days now?
So?
Looks like visibility isn't horrendous. I can make
Still
out.
doesn't look fantastic.
No, it does not. Not even close.
So the plan for day 24 was to go back to those lines and have another look. This time around we had Stephen with us and Alex with us, so 4 sets of eyes was going to be better than 2. The visibility had definitely cleared up more, so we had a better chance this time of spotting it. So this attempt and the one that I did with Kai, the main idea was that we were going to go down there, find the main line, and then search those two branches again, hopefully with better visibility so that we'd have a higher chance of seeing it if it was out there. Once again, we searched both of those branches thoroughly. And I was swimming well ahead of everyone else too, because I didn't want them to find it first. In the back of my mind, I was thinking if I found it, the three of us DMTs still passed our search and recovery. If anyone else put their hands in that belt first, then technically it'd be null and void. Well, that's levels of disappointment you wouldn't believe. After all of those attempts, we still haven't found it. It's not off of those lines that we were looking for, and it was possibly the best viz I've had so far in this search. Hey Mish, where's the belt?
Well, listen, either it got picked up by somebody else or it's not where Michal said it is.
As soon as I saw that visibility, I was like, oh, we're definitely gonna find it today.
Yep. I mean,
I'm friggin'
like,
pissed.
Getting out there, especially when we got to the thin line,
Yeah.
the visibility, even compared to day one, I'm like, you can actually see. And the four of us went like in a line. Like we covered, and we went way past where the line would have ended. We came back, we went to the second line, same thing. You could see there was nothing there.
Well, I think this concludes this video. If it wasn't for this vlog, I probably would have quit quite a long time ago. 2 storms at this point had already passed through, and that meant that the belt was probably either pushed further away or buried, or maybe even someone had already found it and claimed the belt and wait for themselves. But then I got thinking that there's plenty of ropes and strings and loose line and stuff that are just floating out in the water that aren't attached to anything. So what if Michal was 100% accurate in every single thing that he gave us, but mistaken just in thinking that one of the lines he saw was connected to the main line? And with the 20-degree bearing, not the 30-degree bearing, there would still be a space that we haven't properly examined in which the belt could still be placed. Given this new information, I decided maybe it wasn't time to call it quits. And maybe, if we got good visibility, we could give it another go. Okay, it's the 5th of February now. The belt has been missing for 1 month and 5 days. Here we go again.
Looks like found the weight belt.
1 month and 5 days.
It's the belt! Woo!
Hang on. To the belt.
To the belt! Woo!
I don't want to give it up anymore. It took me so long to find. I'm so happy. I genuinely can't believe it. I'm so glad that I found it. I'm so glad that it's over. A dive that took over a month to try and complete. Now that that's over and done with, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.